You believe you chose to spend it. You didn't. The friction that once made you hesitate was quietly engineered away, one tap at a time. You scan the menu, spot the expensive one, pick the middle, satisfaction. Then the bill arrives, and you wonder what happened. The decoy price isn't there to sell. It's there to make the middle look reasonable. A trick as old as pricing itself. Research by Huber in 1982 showed that adding a decoy shifts preference by over 40%. The data doesn't lie. Cheap, middle, and a decoy that's too expensive. The middle suddenly feels like the smart choice. That's the trap. Watch how it works. The cheap option is there to anchor you. The decoy is there to push you to the middle. The decoy is bait. It makes the mid-price look like a deal. You bite without realizing you've been hooked. With no decoy, the choice is split. Add one expensive option, and suddenly the mid becomes the obvious winner every time. The bill arrives and your wallet feels lighter. You paid more than you expected. The decoy did its job perfectly. Without the decoy, you pick the cheap option. With it, you pick the middle, same menu, different result, same you. The decoy is a weight on the scale. It tips your decision toward the middle, even when you think you're being careful. You check your bank statement and see the damage. It doesn't add up. That's because the decoy made sure it wouldn't. Here's the math. Without the decoy, the middle gets 60%. With it, that number jumps to 80. See the shift? The funnel is designed. You enter thinking you're in control, but the decoy gently guides you toward exactly where they want. Remember that $5 burger? It was never the choice. The decoy made sure of that. Now you're starting to see, here is the mechanism broken down. Step 1, cheap. Step 2, middle. Step 3, decoy makes middle look like a deal. Subscriptions use the same trick. Basic, standard, premium. The premium is the decoy, pushing you to the standard tier. The Economist study is classic, web-only, print-only, web plus print. The print option is the decoy. It works every time. Gym memberships, cheap, standard, premium. Premium is the decoy. Standard feels like the best value. It's designed that way. Car dealerships use this too. Base, premium, and a decoy luxury model. Suddenly, premium feels like the reasonable choice. Software plans follow the same pattern. Basic, Pro, Enterprise. Enterprise is the decoy. Pro becomes the obvious winner. Online shopping carts are built around decoys. Standard shipping, Express, and a premium option that makes Express look cheap. Hotels stack rooms this way. Standard, deluxe, suite. Suite is the decoy. Deluxe suddenly seems like a bargain. Electronics stores use decoys for TV sizes. Small, medium, large. Large is overpriced, so medium becomes the smart pick. The math behind asymmetric dominance is simple. The decoy is similar to the target, but worse. That's all it takes. The data shows the jump. Without decoy, target gets 40%. With decoy, it jumps to 80%. That's the power. Flight prices are engineered the same way. Economy business first. First is the decoy business. Looks like a deal. Streaming services know this. Basic, standard, premium. Premium is too much, so standard feels like the perfect middle. Phone plans? Cheap, mid, expensive. Expensive is the decoy. Mid gets picked every time. The pattern is universal. From burgers to subscriptions, the same decoy is costing you. Now you see it everywhere. That's the first step to stopping it. The average household loses hundreds of dollars a year to decoys. It's not a small leak, it's a steady drain. You pay $12 for the burger, but the real cost is the pattern repeated over and over. That adds up fast. Restaurants, streaming, hotels, flights, gyms, banks. The decoy appears everywhere. Once you know, you can't unsee it. Rental listings, studio, one-bedroom, penthouse. Penthouse is the decoy, one-bedroom becomes the value choice every time. Clothing stores, basic, premium, designer. Designer is the decoy. Premium feels like a steal, that's the game. Coffee shops, small, medium, large. Large is the decoy. Medium becomes the default. You're paying more without noticing. The slot machine of pricing, the decoy is the jackpot, you never win. It pushes you to the house's preferred bet. The pattern is clear. Cheap, target, decoy. The decoy makes the target look cheap. That's the formula repeated everywhere. Grocery stores, small, medium, family size. Family size is the decoy. Medium becomes the rational choice. It's engineered. Fast food combos, small, medium, large. Large is the decoy, medium feels like the smart option. You're being guided. The decoy effect in action. Without it, you pick the cheap one. With it, you pick the middle. That's a 40% shift. Here's your checklist. 3 options, one much more expensive. The middle looks cheap. That's the decoy every time. Decoy pricing is a magician's trick. The expensive option distracts you while the middle option steals your attention and your money. Internet plans, basic, standard, premium. Premium is the decoy. Standard gets picked. The pattern holds across industries. Gym memberships follow the rule. Basic, standard, premium. Premium is the decoy. Standard becomes the obvious value choice. Credit cards, basic, gold, platinum. Platinum is the decoy. Gold feels like the smart pick. Banks know this well. Insurance plans, basic, gold, platinum. Platinum is the decoy. Gold becomes the reasonable option. It's the same playbook. Concert tickets, general, premium, VIP. VIP is the decoy. Premium feels like a deal. The pattern is everywhere you look. The decoy is a mirage in the desert. It looks like a deal, but it's just an illusion designed to make you choose. From a burger to a subscription, the same decoy is costing you. Now you see it everywhere. That's the first step. The house built this system, restaurants, streaming, banks, all connected by the same strategy. You're not the player, you're the target. At the car lot, the dealer grins. The luxury model is the decoy. The premium model looks like a deal. The house smiles. The flow is clear. House inserts decoy. Consumer shifts perception. Wallet empties. That's the system. Now you see it. The puppet master pulls strings. Restaurant, streaming, bank. Each decoy leads to the same result. Your wallet pays. $1,200 a year vanishes through decoys. That's the house's take. It's not small change, it's a fortune. The house says, just walk through. Restaurant decoy, then streaming decoy. Each step feels natural, but your wallet shrinks. This is the playbook. Insert decoy, shift perception, consumer picks, mid-house profits, simple, effective, and everywhere. The mind game is subtle. Your brain sees the decoy and adjusts. You think you're choosing, but you're being steered. 35% to 80. That's the jump when the decoy appears. The house engineered that shift. You didn't stand a chance. At the hotel, the suite is the decoy. Deluxe looks like the smart choice. The house smiles at the front desk. The house is the chef. The decoy is the special. The mid-dish looks like a deal. It's cooked to perfection. Restaurant, hotel, airline, gym. The same decoy pattern. The house is everywhere. You can't escape it by changing industries. The house's reach is vast. Every industry uses the same trick. It's not random. It's a coordinated extraction system. The house fishes with decoys. The expensive hook is the bait. The middle hook is where they want you. Don't bite. Remember that $1,200, multiply it by 100 million households. That's the real prize the house takes. Gyms and flights use decoys. The premium tier is the decoy. The standard tier is the target. The pattern holds. It's not your willpower that's weak. The game is rigged. Decoys are engineered to overwhelm your reasoning. You're not the problem. The maze is designed. Cheap path is full of traps. Decoy path is a dead end. Middle path is where they want you. Willpower alone fails against decoys. The system is too sophisticated. Trying to be smart isn't enough when the game is fixed. At the supermarket, the large size is the decoy. You think you're saving, but you're just following the engineered path. Thinking you're too smart is a trap. The house loves overconfident targets. Your ego is the decoy's best friend. The decoy works below your awareness. You don't notice it happening. That's why willpower can't protect you from its effect. Bargain hunting is the decoy's playground. You chase the deal, but the deal is the trap. The house laughs all the way. Even experts fall for decoys. Careful shopping and price comparison aren't enough when the structure is designed to mislead you. Buying cheap doesn't protect you. The decoy redirects your attention. You end up buying the mid option without realizing it. Sales are decoy opportunities. The markdown price looks great, but the decoy made it look that way. Watch the pattern. Fine print doesn't matter when the decoy is in plain sight. It's not hidden text, it's a hidden structure in the pricing itself. Comparing prices is exactly what the decoy exploits. The more you compare, the more the middle looks like the best deal. Your budget won't save you from decoys. The mid option fits your budget, so you take it. That's the whole point. Remember that $5 burger you thought was a good deal? Look at your budget spreadsheet now. See where the money went. Flip the switch, spot the decoy, ignore it, and ask the real question. That's how you stop being the target. Resistance crumbles when the decoy is designed well. You don't need to resist, you need to recognize the pattern and act differently. Zoom out and see the whole picture. The decoy is a dot in a larger system. Once you see it, you can't miss it. Old, you fell for decoys. New, you sees through them. That awareness is your power. Use it every single time. Willpower fails, awareness wins. The house can't hide from a mind that knows the trick. That's your advantage now. Awareness cuts the decoy's power in half. When you see the trick, you choose differently. Knowledge is your greatest weapon. You're the detective now. The decoy is the suspect. You have the tools to unmask the trick. The house is exposed. In the grocery aisle, you see the decoy, you choose the real value, the house is defeated. You're in charge. Use the cheat sheet, 3 options, 1 expensive middle. Looks cheap, that's the decoy. Spot it every time. At the restaurant, you apply what you've learned. The decoy is ignored, you choose the real value. The house loses today. You teach a friend the decoy trick. They see it too. Knowledge spreads and the house's power fades with each person who learns. Old you was confused, new you is confident, the transformation is complete. You've unlocked the secret, now use it. Now you're the guide. The marker is in your hand. You teach others to see what you see. The movement grows. You draw the map, now the decoy is on your canvas. Circled and crossed out, you are the master of this game. The decoy effect is a system. Once you see it, you can't unsee it. That's the beginning of real change. Share it. First move, isolate each price. Cover the decoy. Ask yourself, would I pay this if it were the only option? Second move, cross out the decoy. Remove it from the menu. Now you're looking at real choices. That's how you win. Third move, choose based on real value. Spot, cross out, choose. That's your armor against every decoy trap out there. You have everything you need. The shield, the marker, the badge, the house is defeated. You are ready to spot every decoy. This is not the end. It's the beginning. You know the trick. Now go out there, spot decoys, and keep your money.